This presentation will give you an overview of the various resources available to you as a faculty here at the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Okay, well, here is a list, not an exhaustive list, but a list of some of the resources available to you here at the college. The first item on the list is website setup. So if you would ever need a website set up for a research project you're working on, or maybe for an instructional purpose or other activity, if you need a website set up that you would have administrative access over and be able to update changes to, so please let us know if you need that. Survey software. We have more than one option available to you. A number of faculty have used SurveyMonkey to collect survey data here at the college. We also have a very similar product called Lime Survey that you can use. And then a third survey option, if you need to, in particular, if you need to survey students, Blackboard has a good survey tool built within it. The third item on our list here, a video recording. Terry Menard has some extensive experience video recording activities here on campus and also in the classroom. So if you would need assistance, a video recording or some direction or some consultation, please contact Terry Menard and he will help you with that. Also, graphic design. One of Terry's areas of expertise is graphic design. So if you would need help creating a poster, or your students might need help creating some kind of an instructional poster, please contact Terry. He has a lot of experience with that. If you have other graphic design needs, please talk to Terry and he can help you or give you some direction on that. In terms of human resources available to you to support you with instructional technology, myself, Reed Proctor, and Terry Menard, we are at your disposal. So please contact us as you have questions or you have a need for something that we might be able to help you with. Please contact us. We will do our best to accommodate you. Okay, in these last three items I will talk about in some more depth through the rest of this presentation, but we're going to talk about Blackboard, the university's online learning management system. We're going to talk about podcasting and how that might be useful and how you might get started with that. And also we'll talk about our classroom response system. Okay, so in terms of Blackboard can do a number of things for you, potentially make your job a little easier, a little more efficient, and support your instructional activities on more than one level. Many faculty use Blackboard to post static content, whether that's syllabus and other documents related to the course. On a more ongoing basis, number of faculty use Blackboard to post and distribute PowerPoint files to help their students be ready to take notes during lecture time in the classroom. Another thing that you have within Blackboard is an online gradebook. So this can help you keep the data that you collect, from various assessments and assignments. You can keep that organized within the electronic gradebook built within Blackboard. And also this can be used as a tool to communicate with your students about their progress in your course. The Blackboard gradebook has the capability to allow you as the instructor to release information in the gradebook to your students within a time frame of your choosing. Blackboard also supports computerized assessment. It has a built-in quiz and exam tool that you can use to deliver assessments to your students, much in the same way that you give them paper and pencil assessments and grade that through our Scantron system. Blackboard allows students to take an exam via computer, and it records all of their results, grades their results, and it being an electronic tool gives you various levels of flexibility in terms of if you need to alter which options on different questions when an exam are accepted as correct. You can do that with an easy-to-use interface. So a number of efficiency positives about using the Blackboard assessment tool. All right, Blackboard also, that same tool can also be configured to be used as essentially as a self-assessment tool for the students. So you can create practice quizzes, practice tests for your students to take, and the Blackboard tool will give them some feedback on how they perform on that. And you can deliver that to them as an ungraded activity if you choose. Okay, student surveys. As mentioned before, Blackboard has a good survey tool particularly useful for administering surveys to students. Some faculty have used that to to gather feedback from students after a guest lecturer or speaker has come to their classroom, or various other kinds of activities. Faculty have used that survey tool to gather feedback from students in regards to various activities in the classroom. All right, communication with students. Blackboard supports the use of online forums. An example of asynchronous communication. A real simple example of how you could use the forums. You could just allow students to post questions within a Blackboard forum. Then as they post questions, you can reply to those postings with your responses and answers. Then that becomes a body of information all of these students in the course get to benefit from. Some faculty have started to use that in lieu of simply responding to student questions via email. So again, it allows for replying to one student's question, but then making that response immediately available to all the students in the course. Blackboard also has a chat feature, so some faculty have used that to communicate with their students in real time outside of class, to communicate with large groups of students, or to simply do question and answer sessions via the chat tool, where students can access that anywhere they have internet access. And of course, another form of communication with your students would be the recorded grades within Blackboard. The Blackboard gradebook, as mentioned before. And again, you're able to use that to communicate with students regarding their progress in the course. And just one last note regarding Blackboard. We will be migrating to the most recent version of Blackboard by fall 2011. So that is on the horizon. Okay, another item to talk about here is podcasting. Just a real simple definition of podcasting is the providing of recorded materials for students to access over the internet. And it could be more than one reason where you would want to use podcasting or just that strategy to deliver content to your students. So why? You could provide material for review for your students. So where they would have learner control over that piece of content, where they could hit the pause button and even rewind your recorded material to a certain point and to listen to it again as many times as they need to. And some faculty have used podcasting to move their standard lecture content to recorded format, which in turn frees up some of the face-to-face time they have with their students for alternative activities that can potentially increase deeper understanding of the content and hopefully support greater retention in terms of retaining the material that you give them. In terms of getting started with the podcasting, there's a collection of 3 items here that could potentially help you get started with podcasting. There's the Audacity audio recording software, which is free for download off the internet. It is a robust product for making audio recordings. And you also would need a recording device to use in conjunction with that. Any laptop computer has a built-in audio recording device that you could use. Another option, a number of smartphones have the ability to record audio. So you could use your smartphone as an audio recording device, which eventually you could upload those recorded files up to Blackboard. And the third item here, Blackboard. Basically, you can use Blackboard as a place to upload your recorded content to make available to your students. So Blackboard, of course, being a web-based system. And then one last recommendation while we're talking about podcasting is the product called Jing. Jing is an excellent tool for making a screencast from something that you see on your computer, and you can provide narration to that. So that could be, you could pull up a diagram on your computer that you want to share with your students, and you could talk about it, describe it, record the audio, and that audio is automatically combined with the image on your screen, and then you can easily send that to your students. Currently, what you're listening to now, this podcast that I have recorded for you, are some PowerPoint slides using a similar product to Jing to record the audio that you're hearing now. So again, Jing is one of many tools out there to help support podcasting. Jing and Audacity, and there are a number of software tools out there to support you in that. And Terry Menard and myself can help you pick the right tool for you. So that's a bit about podcasting. And again, Terry Menard and myself both have experience creating and using podcasting. So please contact us if you need help getting started with podcasting. Okay, and one last item to discuss here is our classroom response system. Our classroom response system is essentially a web-based audience response system. Students are able to use this system if they have a laptop computer, or if they have a smartphone that has a Wi-Fi capability to access our campus wireless network. Currently, our classroom response system is installed on the campus intranet, and so it's accessible from anywhere on campus that has that's within range of our wireless network. Okay, so the classroom response system can be used to support various interactive teaching activities in the classroom. You can use it for polling your students, polling questions. It does actually have a chat feature, so they could deliver questions back to you in real time regarding the content that you're sharing with them in the classroom. It is an audience response system that supports multiple question types, so not just multiple choice questions, but it could be questions where they submit short answers to you. Could be a question where they a multiple choice question where they can choose multiple options on that question. So again, there's some flexibility with the question types within our classroom response system. You can use it to promote discussion within your course. Similar to Blackboard, the classroom response system has a forum feature, so as you are discussing content with your students, they can post questions within the forums during class time for you to address at some point. And just another note, our current classroom response system is based on the open source product called Moodle, an online learning system in many ways similar to Blackboard. So basically our classroom response system is a customized, modified version of Moodle. Very widely used online learning management system. So if you need help getting started with a classroom response system, please contact Terry Menard or myself. If you need help with any of the instructional technology resources here at the college, again, please contact Reed Proctor, myself, or Terry Menard.